Valmiki Ramayana, Sundara Kanda, Book number 5, Sarga 7, Roman numerals VII 7, Ravan's Palace. He passed within the walls and gazed on gems and gold that around him blazed, and many a latticed window bright with turquoise and with lazulite. Through porch and ante-rooms he passed, each richer, fairer thou than the last, and spacious halls where lances lay, and bows and shells in fair array. A glorious house that matched in show all paradise displayed below. Upon the polished floor were spread fresh buds and blossoms, white and red. And women shone, a lovely crowd, as lightning flashes through a cloud. A palace splendid as the sky, which moon and planets glorify. Like earth whose towering hills unfold their zones and streaks of glittering gold, where waving on the mountain brows the tall trees bend their leaden boughs, and every bough and tender spray with a bright load of bloom is gay, and every flower the breeze has bent fills all the region with its scent. Near the tall palace, pale of hue, shone lovely lakes where lilies blew, and lotuses with flower and bud gleamed on the bosom of the flood. There shone with gems that flashed afar the marvel of the flower named car. Mid wondrous dwellings still confessed supreme and nobler than the rest. Thereon, with wondrous art designed, were turquoise birds of varied kind, and many a sculptured serpent rolled his twisted coil in burnished gold. And steeds were there of noblest form, with flying feet as fleet as storm. And elephants with deftest skill stood sculptured by a silver rill, each bearing on his trunk a wreath of lilies from the flood beneath. There Lakshmi, beauty's heavenly queen, wrought by the artist's skill, was seen, beside a flower-clad pool to stand, holding a lotus in her hand. Absolutely, absolutely beautiful. Sri Ramayana. Footnotes. 399 1b. One of the Rakshasa lords. 399 2b. The brother of Ravana. Kumbhakarna. 399 3b. Indra's elephant, Airavata. 399 4b. Ravana's palace appears to have occupied the whole extent of ground and to have contained within its outer walls the mansions of all the great Rakshas chiefs. Ravan's own dwelling seems to have been situated within the enchanted chariot Pushpak, but the description is involved and confused, and it is difficult to say whether the chariot was inside the palace or the palace inside the chariot. Well, that's because the whole thing is a multidimensional reality. People back then, during Satya Yugas and Treta Yugas, were literally multidimensional beings. Hanuman, the monkeys, all of them. They could change their form at will. They can see Mount Meru. They can travel, all over Bhumandala. They can see so much more of the whole earthly planetary system. So both of that can be true at the same time, because it's a multidimensional concept. But anyway, this is a beautiful description of Ravana's palace. In other words, although he's Rakshasa means a vampire or a liking, somebody who eats human flesh, particularly humans, bloodsucker, like a vampire. So back then, the fight between good and evil was very, very distinctive. You can see the features of the Rakshasas, super, super ugly. But also there is a description of Rakshasas who look really like handsome. Majority of the Rakshasas are super ugly. Like Ravana was super ugly when he exhibits his 10 heads. But at the same time, I mean, it's not that they were not handsome in some ways or good looking in some ways. But in comparison, let's say, to Rama or Lakshman, or in comparison to back then human beings, they were really, really like fierce looking, the Rakshasas. Just like Lord of the Rings, the orcs, they were looking just like orcs, and human beings were looking like human beings. Again, who is the Lord of the Rings? That's when Lord Rama gives a ring to Hanuman, to Frodo, to take it to Sita, to take it to a mountain, and she was hiding.